Okay, sorry for the recording. So number 3, the cost of a teddy bear is $300. If the mark price is $390, what is the profit margin in the percentage? So we calculate the profit as the mark price minus the cost. So 390 minus 300 is equal to $90, but we're calculating for the profit margin in percentage. So we divided that by 300 and then multiply it by 100%. So we have 30%. So this should be in percentage. So if you were asked into a decimal, so you can just put it 2.3. Question? Okay. Okay, so number 4. Amy's walking speed is 4 meters per second. She walks from home to the shopping mall and from the shopping mall back and forth 5 times in 15 minutes. So what is the distance between Amy's home and the shopping mall in meters? So for illustration, we have this home, the shopping mall, walking in the distance at the speed of 4 meters per second. So 4 meters per second times conversion, we convert seconds to minutes. So we have 60 seconds time over 1 minute. Multiply again by the 15 minutes. But remember, she is walking back and forth 5 times. So she walked from this place to this place and this place to this place 10 times. So this distance is 3,600 meters. But this distance is equivalent to 10 walks. So we divide it by 10. So the answer is 360 meters. So it's the same as like this. Okay, questions? Okay, got it right. Number 5. 12th May 2018 is Saturday. Which year will 12th of May be Friday for the quickest case? So we should remember that 365 divided by 7 has a remainder of 1. This is for an ordinary year. But if we have a leap year, 365 divided by 7, it should have a remainder of 2. So in 2019, the 12th of May is Sunday. And in 2020, which is a leap year, so it is Tuesday. For 2021, we have it as Wednesday. 2022 as Thursday, and 2023 as Friday. So the answer is 2023. Okay, questions? Okay. Number 6. There are 30 problems in a mathematics competition. The scores of each problem are allocated. Hello? Okay, there are 30 problems in a mathematics competition. The scores of each problem are allocated in the following ways. 5 marks will be given for a correct answer. 0 marks will be given for a blank answer or a wrong answer. So find the minimum number of candidates to ensure that 3 candidates will have the same scores in the competition. So this problem is a pigeonhole problem. So we are given 5 and 0 marks. So there are 31 possible scores. So from 0 to 150. So by using the pigeonhole, So we have this. We have 31 possible scores, and we must make sure that the two of them has the same scores. So two of them. So this indicates that so we have 62. So the 62 candidates plus 1. So because 1 will make sure that there are 3 candidates will have the same scores in the competition. So the answer is 63. Questions? Is there any questions? Because it feels like I'm talking to myself. Okay. Okay. So let's start with algebra now. So question number 7. Find the value of y if 4y minus 13 minus the quantity of 3y minus 23 equals 5. So we have this equation. And then, since this is minus, we distribute the minus sign in this expression. So minus 3y, and this is plus 23. So we combine them. 4y minus 3y, we have y minus 30, negative 13 plus 23, we have plus 10 plus 5. So y equals negative 5. So very easy. Number 8, if x and y are positive integers and 3x plus 4y equals 33, find the maximum value of x plus y. So we should consider that it should be a positive integer. Okay, so we have this table. So we try to substitute numbers, especially in but you can do it also in the x value, but we're gonna use the y. So if we have 8 here, 8 in this case, 4 times 8, 32, then 33 minus 32, we have 1 divided by 3, so it's not an integer. Not an integer. For 7, we have 33 minus 28, 5 divided by 3, not an integer. Okay. But if we have y as 6, 4 times 6, 24, then 33 minus 24, we have 9. 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So if we have 5 as in y, 20, 13 divided by 3, 10. No. 33 minus 20, 13 divided by 3. So it's not an integer. So I'll write 13 over 3. If we have y as 4, so we shall do it until we reach 1, since it says positive integer. 0 is not a positive integer. So the maximum value we have is 10. Question? Okay, let's proceed to number 9. So let's proceed to number 9. Evaluate this expression. Okay. Is everyone familiar with the sum of squares? In this case, we will rewrite this expression. Since this is this fraction, they have the common denominator of 10 squared. So we can rewrite it as 1 over 10 squared plus 2 2 squared plus 3 squared plus until 10. And then this expression in the denominator can be simplified as using this formula above. So I think everyone is familiar, the sum of squares of natural numbers. And then this 1/10 squared, since it's in the denominator, we can multiply this by 10 here. So we have 100 times. And then this one is, this not is in squared. So it's an arithmetic sequence from 1 to 10. So 10 times 11 over 2 divided by this 10 times 11 times 21 over 6. So we have, oh, wait. So the answer is 14 and 2 over 7. Question? I think none. So I have put here some of the equations or formulas in finding the sum of squares and the sum of cubes. But this formula below, we can just derive it. The formula to this and this one, we can derive it from using this one, the same as this. Formula, we can derive it also from this one. So if ever you forgot or you can't recall anything, just remember this formula. So for number 10, given A and B are positive real numbers and satisfy equations A squared plus B squared equals 80 and A plus B equals 10, find the value of AB. So AB, so we have this A squared plus B squared, the quantity of A plus B squared is equal to, so this is a binomial, square of a binomial, A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Since we have the value of A squared plus B squared, which is 80, so 80 plus 2AB equals this one, 10 squared. So we have AB is equal to 10. Okay, very easy. So number 11, solve for this expression, find the value of x. We have this expression. So in order to find the value of x, we can use it by elimination. So in elimination, we can multiply this by 2. So we have this 6x minus 2y equals negative 10. So we can now eliminate 2y and 2y since we can add this one. Okay? By adding these two equations, we have now 7x equals negative 7. X is now negative 1. But we can also calculate this by substitution. You can have this expression, since we're looking for the value of x, we can change this y equals 3x plus 5. And then we can substitute this value of y to this equation. So you have now x plus 2 times 3x plus 5 equals 3. So x plus 6x plus 10 equals 3. So 7x equals negative 7. So x here is negative 1. So either you can choose by substitution or by elimination. Questions? Okay, so let's proceed to number 12. Find the value of 13 squared plus 14 squared until 33 squared. So remember this formula, the sum of squares. So we have this expression, and we can rewrite this by this one. Since this formula is given from starting by 1. So we can subtract the sum of the numbers from 1 to 12. Okay, is there a question for this one? Okay, so I guess no. So we can subtract from 1 to 12 in this expression. So we have n is 33 times 34 times 67 minus over 6 minus 12 times 13 times 25 over 6, and we have 11,879. Am I too fast for you, or is the speed is okay? Okay, so okay. I hope everyone understands me. So number theory. Very fast. Number theory. So find the number of all positive factors of 831. So when we say positive factors, we are looking also for its prime factors. So 831 has a factor of 3 and 277. But 277 is already a prime number. So in calculating the positive factors, so we just add 1 to the squares, to the exponent. So we have 1, this is 1, and then 1. So 1 plus 1, and then we multiply them, we have number of positive factors of 4. So we can try to confirm them. So we have factor of 1, 3, 277, and 831. But usually in this contest, they also use the 2023. What's the year? This year, it's 2023. So I think it's better for you to also know the prime factors of 2023. Number 14. A 3-digit number has exactly 3 positive factors. Find the minimum value of this 3-digit number. So we're talking about a 3-digit number, so it should be greater than 100. So the numbers, when we say 3 positive factors, we can assume that the base number, shall we say, or this includes the number, the 3-digit number, so n squared, and 1. So this is possible, this is greater than 10 squared. So we have the numbers 11, 13, 17, and 19. So we're talking about the minimum value. So the minimum value is 11. No. The minimum value is 121 because we took this number 11. Questions? Okay. Okay, so number 15. It is known that x is irrational. X is greater than 0, and x is equal to 2 square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of, and so on. Find the value of x. So x is equal to this expression, and since x is equal to this expression, we can change this also as x. So we have now x is equal to 2 square root of x. By multiplying x, both sides, or we can square it, we can square it for us to remove this square root. So we have x squared is equal to 4x. And then we can rewrite it in the form of this one. And then factor out because we're looking for the value of x. So we have x is equal to 0, x is equal to 4. But it says here x is greater than 0, so this is not the answer. So x should be 4. Okay, is it early for you to have the break, or we can just proceed to the next problem? Oh, do you guys want a break? Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed. I'll have the break 30 minutes later. Okay, so number 16. It is known that x, y are primes. Find the number of solutions of the absolute value, absolute difference of x and y equals to 2015. So the numbers possible here, so we can do a listing method. We have 2017 minus 2 is 2015. So the absolute value of 2015 is 2015. And we can also rewrite it as the absolute value of 2 minus 2017. This is equal to like this. So equals to 2015. So the answer is there are two possible solutions. X can be okay, I'll just not rewrite it like that because it's difficult. So we have two possible solutions. If x is 2017, y is 2, and if x is 2, y is 2017. Questions? Okay, I think we're very fast. Okay, we have this question. I have a question po. How will you know if you have listed all of them down? I think you'll know it if you get tired because this problem is time consuming. So it's better for you to be familiar with the divisibility rules. Because usually this kind of problem, it's done by a listing method. Did I answer your question, Sean, Caleb? Okay. Number 17. Find the integral part of this expression. So for this one, you can see a pattern, right? You can combine this first fraction to the last fraction, the second fraction to this one, and then this one. So you can pair them as this. So I'm not gonna read everything. And we'll have the middle number. We have this middle number, 1009 over 2018, since the numerators are all odd numbers. So if we add them, so how many pairs do we have? We have how many pairs? Two 2018 divided by 4. Okay. 2018 divided by 4, so we have this 500. And then this one is, value for this one is 0.5. So 504.5, and we only need the integral part, which is 504. Okay, questions? Okay, none. So for number 18, it's the same expression, but we're gonna have to find the decimal part. So what's the decimal part? It's already 0.5. So we don't need to rewrite everything. We can just follow the answer from the previous question. Question. Okay. For geometry. Okay, I think. Do you like geometry? Oh. Ma'am, can I ask about the decimal part? Can we rewrite it as a fraction? Okay. Since it says decimal, we should put it as decimal. So we must follow the instructions from the question itself. So if it says decimal part, decimal. If it is asked right in a fraction form, so we should put it as a fraction. Did I answer your question? Lovely. Okay, so remember guys, we should follow the instructions. So for geometry, I think we're going too fast. Do you like it fast or do you want to take it slow? So for geometry, it is known the two sides adjacent to the right angle of a right angled triangle are in the ratio of 1:3. If the length of the hypotenuse is 14, okay, you want to take it slow. Okay. Find the area of the right triangle. No. So we have a right triangle. Okay, I can. We have a right triangle. And the length of the hypotenuse is 14. So we assume the sides as h. So if we have side h here, the ratio is 1:3. So this is h is to h is to 3h is just equal to 1:3. So we're gonna use algebra to this problem. So if we have the hypotenuse as 14, using the Pythagorean theorem, we have h squared plus 3h squared equals 14 squared. So h squared plus 9h squared equals 196. So, okay, what are you annotating? 104. Ah, no, it's not 196. It's 156. Sorry for my mistake. So we have 10h squared equals 156. h squared is equal to Oh, 196? I'm sorry. Thank you, thank you. 15? Okay, okay. Thank you for your active participation. 196, we have 19.6. So square root of 19.6. Okay, let me check first. Am I doing it right? So does anyone have the square root of 19.6? But I think we can also use just the h squared. So if we have this, h squared equals 19.6. So what's the formula of the triangle? The formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base time. Area of a triangle is 1/2. Okay, 1/2. 1/2. 1/2 base times height. So we have a base of 3h and a height of h. So 1/2 times 3h squared. And we have the value of h squared as 19.6. So 1/2 times 3 times 19.6. So we don't need to find now the h. We can just use the h squared. So 1/2 times 3 times 19.6 equals 29.4. Question. Because if you're going to look for the square root of 19.6, it might take time for you to do it. Okay, so number 20. So these are from the solutions. Okay. So number 20, Amy is now drawing the largest circle inside a side length of 30 centimeters squared. What is the area of the circle? So we have this square and a circle. And the circle has a radius of, since this is a square, the side length is 30. This is the diameter of our circle. So to find the area of the circle, we use the formula pi r squared, which is also pi over 4 d squared if we're gonna use the diameter. So pi over 4 times 30. So 3.14 times 900 divided by 4 equals 3.14 times 5. So 3.14 times 2 to 5. You can do it manually. So we have 706.5. But if the question is asked as what is the area of the circle in terms of pi, you can write it as 225 pi. But the question is not asked as in terms of pi, so we can multiply it by this value. Question. Okay, none. Did everyone have their dinner? Or okay, is it okay for you to take a break for 10 minutes? Okay, so let's take a break, 10 minutes. Okay, so let's take a break. And okay, break. So for 21, the sum in the area of two squares with integral side length is 169. What is the length of the larger square? So we have two squares, this smaller square with side A and the larger square with side B. So the area of the smaller square is A squared, and for the bigger square it's A squared, and for the bigger squared is B squared. So if we add them, you have A squared plus B squared is equal to 169, which is also equivalent to 13 squared. So is it okay for you guys to turn on your camera so I can see your faces? Okay, I think everyone is shy. So are you familiar with the Pythagorean triples? Okay, so we have the Pythagorean triple. So what numbers could possibly be the values of the A and B? Okay, so you have 5, 12, and 13. So this can be 5 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 13 squared. Yep, you're correct. So I have shown here the other numbers for the Pythagorean triples, but there are also techniques. So for this 3, 4, 5, you can just multiply it by 2. So you have a Pythagorean triple of 6, 8, and 10. And for this one, but you can try, this also is a Pythagorean triple, 10, 24, and 26. So you just be familiarized with the smaller numbers. Question. Yes? Do you have questions? Okay. Okay, go back to the problem with the solutions. Okay, this one. Okay, so any questions for this problem? None? Okay, let's proceed to number 22. In a rectangular coordinate system, MXY is the midpoint of A15 and B7, -3. Find X plus Y. So if we have this Cartesian plane, if we try just to graph, these are just for illustration purposes. So you have A5, 15, and this is point A, point B. So what we're looking for is the, hey, sorry. We're looking for the midpoint, this line. So if we say midpoint, it is the average. These are just for illustration. This is no need for graphing during the contest. So if you find for the average, you can just have X average, or how do we put it? X bar is equal to, when we say average, you just add them and then divide it by 2. So you have 5 plus 7 divided by 2. And for Y, you have 15 plus -3 divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2, you have 6. And Y is 12 divided by 2, 6. So X plus Y is equal to 12. Question. Okay, you're right, but we're looking for the x plus y. Yep, you're right, correct. Okay. Question, none. So number 23. Oh, thank you. Okay, number 23. What is the sum of the exterior angles of a nonagon? So a nonagon is a 9-sided polygon. Can anyone answer? Oh, okay. I think the answer is already in the presentation. So it is always, remember, that the sum of exterior angles of any sided polygon must be 360 degrees. Yes, it's always 360. But okay, so what's the formula if you're looking for the interior angles of a nonagon? Okay, so that's the, yep, that's the interior angle. But so I think everyone is good. Okay, I think everyone is very familiar. Okay, let's proceed to 24. So you have no question for 23. 24. Refer to the attached figure A minus B plus C minus D plus E equals 0. Find the value of F plus G. So this is a polygon. You can write this. And we can also rewrite this formula as A minus B1 plus B2 plus, we can just, we'll try to rewrite this so we can create an assumption for this type of polygon. Okay, so you have answer. Let us see. So C1 plus C2 minus D1 plus D2 plus equals 0. So if we have this is just to make an equation to 0. So to make this 0, we can make A equals B sub 1, B sub 2 equals C sub 1, C sub 2 can be equal to D sub 1, and D sub 2 equals E. To make this 0, to satisfy the equation as equals to 0. So if A equals to B1, supplementary, so if we try to make a line here, okay, it's not straight. So if we create a line here, this is our B1, B2. B is just this, okay? This is B1 and B2. They are, how do we call that? These are angles equal to each other. And so if these two angles are equal, so they are, these two lines are parallel. Yeah. Is it congruent? I forgot the term. Yeah, congruent. I think congruent is if these two angles are equal. So if these two angles are equal, they are opposite, right? Remember. Corresponding angles. Is anyone familiar with corresponding angles? Corresponding angles for a parallel lines. So this is equal, so these two lines are parallel. So if we have this, for C, we have C1 here, C2. So B2 equals to C1. These are also parallel. So if we have D1, D2, so C2 and D1 is also our corresponding angle. So this line is parallel. This line, so since D2 is equal to E, so this line is also parallel. So we can assume that these two segments, these two sides are parallel. So we can say that G plus F or F plus G is equal to 180. Question. Alternate interior. Okay. Okay, so you have no questions. So 25. So we are now proceeding to combinatorics. So I think we're gonna be finished a bit early. Okay, I think everyone is very familiar with this one. Is there anyone who wants to volunteer for this problem? Oh, okay, so not everyone. Okay, if Andy goes from point B to point A, each step can only move down or move left. How many ways are there? So in going to this point, there is only one way. So we can put one. And also going to this point, we can also have one. But if we're going now to this point, we can go this way, one, and we can also go this way, two. So we can just add this, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Did everyone follow? Okay, I hope so. And then, okay. Okay, let's finish this one before going back to the previous question. Okay, and then going to this point, how many possible ways? We only have one. So we're just going from this one, since we can only move down or move left. So only one way. And also this one as one way. So we can just write the outer as 1. This is also 1, since they can only go left, and then this one can go down. Okay, question. So for this point, how many ways can we go to this point? We only have 1. And then going to this point, we can only have 1 plus 2. This is now 3. How about to this point? It's 3. Okay. And then this point, 4. So you'll just add this 2, the previous. Okay. So this one, it becomes 6. This point, 6. How about this point? Okay, 10. Then let's go this way. 2. It's 5. Okay. Nice one, guys. I like it. Okay, very interactive. Then this is 15. How about this point? So we have 3. This one, 8. And 23. So the answer is 23. Okay, nice. Very good. Okay, someone asked me to go back to problem number 24. Where is he? What's your question with 24? Okay, how to... So I'll just remove this. Okay, it's almost the same. So 24, is there a problem with 24? Okay. What number are you talking about, Francine? 25? This one? Okay. I think it's better for you also to open your mic if you want to ask questions, because I cannot just back read every conversations we have in the messages. Okay, is everyone okay now with number 25? Okay, so let's proceed to 26. It is given that the total weight of 4 apples and 3 melons is 1700 grams, and the total weight of 3 apples and 4 melons is 1800 grams. What is the weight of 1 apple? So we can solve it by, what do you prefer, by algebra? I thought we multiply 8 and 15. Okay. Okay, so in this problem, we can use algebra. If we use a, variable a for the number of apples, and m as the number of melons. So you have now 4 apples, so 4a plus number of melons, 3m, equals 1,700. 1,700, and then the total on the next equation. So this is for equation number 1. Another equation, we can write it as 3a plus 4m equals 1,800. Okay, do you have a question for how did we arrive these equations? Okay, so you can do this by elimination or substitution. So how do we eliminate one variable? So we can multiply this by, if I want, okay, I want to eliminate number of melons because we are looking for the weight of 1 apple. So I want to eliminate m. So let's try to find the least common multiple. So we can multiply this by 4. So you have 16a plus 12m equals 6,800. And then for this one, you can multiply it by 3 or negative 3. So you have now 9a minus 12m equals negative 4,000 800. Am I right? Okay, so we can cancel 12M. So you have this as, wait, did I get it right? Okay, so why did we use -3? Okay, so I am, okay. This is 5,400. Okay, so why did we use -3? We use -3 in order for us to remove M. So we can cancel out M. -3 because our least common multiple for these two numbers is 12. So 12 divided by 4 equals -3. And why is it negative? So as when we add these two variables, it will make it to 0. Am I understood why we use -3? Okay. So we can cancel. Okay, thank you for the reminder for this one. So this is now become 0. So 16 minus 9 is -7 equals -1,400. So the value of A is 200 grams. So the weight of one apple is 200 grams. But if the question is asked, what is the weight of one melon? You can just substitute 200 to any of the equations, whichever you want. Is it equation 1 or equation 2? So you can just substitute 200 to this one. Okay. So the value of M is 4A. If we use equation 1, 4A plus 3 times 200 equals 1,700. So we have A, 4A equals 600. 1,100? Oh, no. I'm wrong. I forgot. We use A as 200 and we're looking for M. So 4 times 200 plus 3M equals 1,700. So 3M is equal to 900. M is 300. But we're only asked for the weight of the apple, so the apple is 200 grams. Questions? Okay, so why -7? Oh, yeah. Why -7? So this should be positive. I forgot. Sorry for the confusion. 7A equals 1,400. Okay? So everything is okay now? Okay. Okay. 27. We have this. There are 50 students in grade 7, 29, and 23 students like playing basketball and volleyball respectively. 4 students like both ball games. Find the number of students who doesn't like both ball games. So we can use a Venn diagram to illustrate this problem. Okay. But we can also just use the easy math in this way. We have 50 students minus 29 and 23 for liking this basketball. This is for basketball. This one is for volleyball. And 4 is common to them. So it's like kind of repeated. So if we have this Venn diagram, this is for the basketball. For volleyball, we have 29 here, 23. But there are only 4 students who like both ball games. So is it readable? No. Okay, so there are 4 who like both ball games. So the number of students who like the basketball, there are only 25. And the number of students, because 29 minus 4 is 25. So, and the number of students who like volleyball is only 19. These are just for the explanation on how we derive this solution. So if we have 19, so we can just find the number outside of this Venn diagram. So 25 plus 4 plus 19 is 48. And then, so this is 50 minus 25 plus 19 plus 4, which is 2. So they are just almost the same. Okay, do you have questions? 27. Okay, none. Number 28. Okay, number 28. When do the hour hand and the minute hand form a right angle between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. for the earliest case? Okay, so we have a clock here. We can solve it in 2 ways, actually. And we need a right angle, so we can solve it by 150 degrees minus 90 degrees. So this 150 degrees is taken if we have 5 o'clock. Oh, shorthand. What it should be? Okay, let's confirm it. So this is 150 degrees. Since we only need a right angle, so we subtract it by 90 degrees. This 6 degrees is the movement of the minute angle, of the minute hand every minute. So 6 degrees per minute. This is per minute. This is the movement of the minute hand. And for the hour hand, because it's also continuously moving, so this moves at 0.5 degrees per minute. This is the movement for the hour hand. So we have 60 degrees over 5.5 degrees is 10 and 10 over 11. Okay? Since it's in between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., so it should be 5, 10, 11 p.m. Okay, can I ask you why it should be 5:11? Okay, so I think everyone is too difficult for this one, but we can use the clock angle formula, the easier one, right? This is just an explanation, another explanation. We can also use this clock angle formula. So you can just substitute 5 in here. and m is missing. So 90 degrees equals 1/2 times 60 times 5. So we have m as 10 over 10, 11. Okay? What if you were asked if the later, not the earliest, but the late one? Okay, what 11m? Okay, this 90 degrees came from, remember, right angle. So what's a right angle? It's 90 degrees. Yeah, I think I read some of your messages that the questions are easy. Yeah, I think so. It's easy for you. So you have any questions for this one? Okay, what is it? How about 60 and 11? Okay, guys, remember, this formula is like already established. It's already commonly used for a clock problem. So we don't have to worry about moving, because this kind of difficult if you do it manually, and this one is the easiest way. So why is it 5:10? I thought it is 5:11. If you can recall a clock, the second hand, when the second hand moves, the minute hand also moves. Okay? The for ngo, because the question did not ask that you should round it off the time. We are looking for the exact time, that the time is exactly 90 degrees, because if we put it exactly 5:11, it's no longer exact 90 degrees. So if we try to substitute these values, let's try to use 5:11 to this formula. We can have 1/2 times 60 times 5 minus 11 times 11, 1/2 times 300 minus 121. 300 minus 121, 179. So this is not exact 90 degrees if we just used it. Okay, did I answer your question? Hello, did I answer your question about the why did we not answer 5:11? Okay, so we should use the exact time. Number 29. Oh, question so far. Okay, if you've never seen this formula, then this is the first time you have to use it. This is very important. Okay, number 29. Andy has 28 $10 and $20 banknotes altogether. He has $420 in total. How many $10 banknotes does he have? So we can use also algebra for this one. So we use x as the number of $10 banknotes, Y for the number of $20 banknotes. So you can just, for equation number 1, X plus Y, since he has 28 total. So X plus Y equals 28. And for the equation 2, he has a total of $420. So since X, so 10X plus 20Y equals 420. Okay? Can you follow? Okay, so this is just another method. We have 2 methods. So since we're looking for the $10 banknotes, so we have to eliminate Y. We can eliminate Y to find the value of X. So we can multiply this by negative 20. So this becomes now negative 20X minus 20Y equals negative 560. And then for this one, 10X plus 20Y equals 420. So we can cancel out the negative 20Y and 21 because it becomes 0. So this becomes negative 10X equals negative 560 plus 420. It's 140, negative 140. So we have X as 14. Okay, question. Okay, you can get the recording after we finish the discussion. I think the link will be sent to you. And also this presentation, the solution. So we have now X as 14. This is there are 14 $10 banknotes, and for the Y, it's also 14 by substitution. Okay? And we can also use this one, the one suggested by Austin. You have this one. So I'll erase everything, the ink. Okay. So we can also use this one. So you have 28 bills. If you have 28 bills, multiply it by 20 bills. So you have 560 minus the sum of the total. The total is 420. So you have 420, 140 minus 10 equals, okay, 40. Okay. Okay, so do you have questions? Number 29? Okay, last number 30. Okay, there are 11 boys and 5 girls in a class. Choose 3 boys. Okay, so we're very fast. Choose 3 boys and 2 girls to form a study group. How many ways are there in total? So what we're gonna use here is combination. Do you know what's the difference between a combination and a permutation? Okay, can someone say to me what's the difference between a combination and permutation? Okay, you're very good in this. So for a combination, the order is not important, while the permutation, you have a order. So you have to choose 3 boys. So you have 3 boys and 2 girls. So I think this one is very easy. Yeah. So you'll just use combination because there are no order in this kind of problem. So you have 11 factorial. Since there are 11 boys taken by this 11 factorial is 11 minus, this 8 factorial is equal to 11 minus 3. And the same for the number of girls. So you have 11 times 10 times 9 over 3 times 2 times 1 times 5 times 4 times 2 times 1 equals, this is 3, 5, and 2. So you have 15 times 11, 165 times 10. So you have 1,650. Okay, questions for number 3? Okay, so do you have questions from the previous problem so we can review who are also late? Yep. Okay. Any questions? Especially for the first part. Oh, no questions? Because you guys will have your contest when? This Saturday? August 26th. Okay, so since we still have time, you can ask questions regarding to the discussions. Especially to the other students. Do you have questions? Okay. You missed the first part? Okay, reminders, this session, I think, will be sent to you in your email, including these solutions. So the solutions already show the explanation we have in the class. So I think you can get the email for this one from the admin. And you'll just have to wait. And for this one, okay, so I think the questions are too easy for you. Okay, for the first part, is it okay for you guys to go to the first part? Okay, so the first part, because there are people who are also late and the video is also not recorded. So we have this A and B, two. So we have, this is just a review for the late person. Okay. So you have divisible AB is divisible by 8. So you have these numbers which are divisible by 8 and is a non-zero two-digit number. And for BA, it's just the AB is just interchanged to BA. So this can be written as 61, 42, 23, 84, 65, 46, 27, 88. This one is already 0, so 10 and 69 to 96. So what we're looking for here is a prime number. So the only prime number here is less than 50, it's only 23. And 69 is not a prime number. And it's also not less than 50. Since BA is 23, so AB is 32. Okay? So question number 2. Andy goes for east. Andy goes east from this point to this point, 12 kilometers. And then goes south for 5 kilometers. So he goes down south from this point to this point, 5 kilometers. So how far is he now from the original position? So we're looking for the shortest distance. So what we need is a Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 12 times, no. So you have now 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. So C squared is equal to 169 and C is equal to 13. Okay? So this is just a little review for the late. Okay, guys, I hope please be respectful in your messages in the chat. Okay? So number 3. The cost of a teddy bear is $300. If the mark price is $390, what is the profit margin in the percentage? As a reminder, the profit is equal to the mark price or the selling price minus the production cost or the cost, which is 300. So 390 minus 30 is $90. And then the profit margin divided by 300 times the 100%, because we're looking for the number in percentage. So this is 30%. Okay? Okay, so just a review, another review for number 4. Okay, can we leave now? Okay. Yeah. Should we end now or because we're finished? Okay, let's just review until number 5 and then they will send you the recording after we finish. Okay? Okay, so for number 4, Amy's walking speed. So she's walking at the speed of 4 meters per second. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Chantal, we recorded until number 3. Okay, yeah? Yeah. No. So for the people who are late, we started recording. I forgot. We started recording at question number 3. Since you can just review until you can review the recording. Since we started at 3, so you can just review the recording for the other problems. And yeah, we are in different time zones actually, so I'm not sure. So since we're finished, questions? None? Are you sure? None? No, I think do not aim for bronze. You have to aim for a gold. Okay? Aim for a gold, not for a bronze. Okay, question. Case 20, how to find the latest case scenario? Question 28. Okay, for the latest case, you can just look for 270 degrees angle. Instead of no. 90 degrees, 90. Okay, let's wait for this problem. She asked for the latest case. So she asked for the latest time. So we can use 270, 5, and here another 90 degrees. Wait. Okay, in order to look for the latest case, we can use this formula. So we have 150 degrees and then just use a 200 plus this became plus instead of minus because we have 500, 150 plus the another 90 degrees divided by 6 degrees minus 0.5. plus, this becomes 270 divided by 6.5. So 41 minutes and okay. So this is the latest. Okay, question? Okay, so let's end now. So I wish you good luck and aim for the gold. Always aim for the gold. So good luck and bye. Thank you for listening. I hope you understand everything.